Roulette Master, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 9 a.m. Before we get started with today's video, I want to go over the question from yesterday's video that I had asked everyone about whether or not you had to ante when playing roulette at your casino locally. And the results are in, and it sounds like only in Oklahoma is when you have to ante before every spin in roulette. And that's why everyone in Oklahoma pretty much said that's why they play online, or that's why they drive to a different state to play at a casino. So you casinos in Oklahoma, you need to stop charging the ante on every spin because it makes it hard to win money. Also today, I want to hear from everyone about what is your favorite strategy for getting comps at the casino playing roulette. So down in the messages, I want to hear from everyone. If you have an amazing way of getting comps by playing a certain strategy in roulette, I want you to leave that down in the comments, and I'll share it with everyone, and then we'll all get better at getting comps at the casino, and I think everybody would like that. So please do that. And for today's video, this is another modification of the JS21, and I'm going to combine it today with the method of Lenny is a Genius, Roulette Lenny is a Genius. So for those of you that haven't seen both of those, I'm going to go over how to play. I'm going to merge the two together, and I think you're going to like it. So we're going to start with $10 bets on the first and second 12 and spin. Okay, and if you win, you're just going to rebet and spin. Okay, anytime you hit the third 12 with this method, you're going to lose, and you're going to spin without betting. And for those of you that didn't see the first two videos, anytime you're in a casino and you don't spin, you need to be standing up, not sitting at the table, or the dealer will let you know you can't be seated when you're doing this. But as you can see, we just got away with one loss there that we didn't have to take because we didn't spin. So if say there were 6 in a row of the third 12 that hit, we wouldn't lose on any of those. So we're waiting for something to hit that's not third 12, just like that. So now it's time to bet again. But we want to remember where we started, which was at 10, and we're going to go 2 units up. So we're going to go to 30. And this is the part that combines Roulette Lenny is a Genius with JS21. Let's go ahead and see how it works, because I think you're going to like it. Okay, so we won there. And now we're going to go back 1 when we win. So we won at 30. So now we'll go to 20, and that's 1 unit of 10. And when we go forward 2 units, that's 2 units of 10, or $20. So let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we won there at 20. So now we would go back to 10, because you go back 1 when you win, unless you're already at 10. Right now we're up $40 already. Okay, and we lost. So then we spin without betting. Every time you lose and hit a third 12, you spin without betting. And the reason why is because if there's a bunch of third 12s in a row, you're going to get away with not losing, which is fantastic. So we hit something that wasn't third 12, so it's time to add 2 units. So we were at 10, now we're at 30. Okay, we won at 30, so that means we go back to 20. Now we're up $50. Okay, we won at 20, so now we're up $70, and then we're going to go to 10 because we go back 1 when we win. Okay, we got another win. So Anytime you're at 10 and you get wins, you just keep betting the same bet again. Okay, we got another win, so we'll just stay there until we get a loss. And there's our loss. So that's when it's time to stop betting and spin. And like I said, the reason we do this is because if you got 5 or 6 in a row of that third 12, you wouldn't lose on any of them except for the first one. But we hit one that wasn't third 12, so that means it's time to bet again. So now we're back to $30. And that's because we're going up 2 units of 10. But we lost again. And that's the worst case scenario when you go like third 12, first 12, third 12. So that's not good, but we're going to get through it. And you can see the last bets were $30 a piece. So, and we lost, so we always do not bet after a loss. And that's why right there, did you see what happened? We had 2 third 12s in a row, but we've still only lost the one time. So we spin again. And we finally hit something that wasn't a third 12. And remember, we were at 30, so now we would go to 50. So you have to remember where you're at, and that's 2 units up because we lost. And we lost again. So again, this is the worst case scenario. So we lost at 50, and we spin without betting. And we hit something that wasn't third 12, so now we go from 50 to 70. And spin. And we lost again. Okay, it usually goes a little bit better than this, but you can see we lost at 70, so now we spin without betting. And again, let me show you this because this is the worst case scenario, is when you go like a 230 or a 235 34, I mean, and then a 34 20 30. When you go third 12, second 12, third 12, or third 12, first 12, third 12, that's the worst case scenario, but we're still going to climb out of this and do well. So as you can see, the last, now we're down a little bit, but the last bets were at 70, and now we spin without betting. You do need a little bit of a bankroll for this one. I usually do $2,000 on this one, but as long as you have enough to make these bets, you're good. But you can see we didn't lose anything there because we didn't bet until we hit something that wasn't third 12. So we finally did. And we have to remember that now we're going to $70. Okay, we won there. So now we go back one to $60. We started out really bad about worst case scenario this time, but I think we can climb back out of it. But we did just lose again already. So remember, we were at 60 there, so that means we're not going to bet, but the next bet's going to be 80. And see, that saved us again. So because we hit another third 12, so we spin again without betting. Okay. Okay, so now we're at $80 because we're going 2 up when we lose. Okay, there we go. We got it. Now we would go back one to $70. And eventually, since we have more than half of the numbers, as long as you have a big enough bankroll, you're eventually going to get on a winning streak when you have 24 numbers. And hopefully that starts now. We won at 70. Now we go to 60. And we try to work our way back to 10, but you don't have to. As long as you're in profit, you can cash out at any time. But we won at 60, so now we would go to 50. There we go. Now we would go to 40. Now we would go to 30. Back one every time we win. Alright. Now we would go to 20. And we're back up again. Okay, so remember we lost at 20, so now we're going to spin without betting. Okay, so we hit something that wasn't third 12. So now we're at 40 because when you lose, you add 2 units. See, and that saved. Oh, actually, we lost that one. I'm sorry. So that was at 40 apiece. So we spin without betting again. So we know the next one's going to be 60. We didn't lose on the 30 because we didn't bet. Okay, now it's time to bet again, and we're at 60 because we were at 40. And normally you're up a lot more than we are at this point. We just started out with really bad luck. But like I said, we're turning this thing around. So we won at 60. Now we'll be at 50. Okay. Now we're going to go to 40. All right. So we're up $80 right now. Now we're going to 30. Once things do start going your way with this system, though, then you make a lot of money pretty fast. So also remember, a 0 is the same as the third 12. It's a loss. So we lost at 30 each. So we spin without betting. And this system also works great if you get multiple zeros in a row because you don't lose on the second one. And let's see. So now we're ready to go again. And let's see. Okay. Let me go back to 30. And there's another loss. So remember we're at 30, so the next one will be 50. And we spin without betting. Okay, and we hit something that wasn't third 12, so now we go to 50. Then there's that bad luck again where we go. You see that where it went 25, 7, 34, third 12, first 12, third 12? That's what you don't want. So we'll spin without betting again. But remember, now we'll go to 70 for the next bet because we increased by 2 units of 10. And that 26 didn't cost us because we didn't bet. Okay, now it's time to bet again. Now we're at 70. Again, we're increasing by 2 units. Okay, there's a win. So now we'll go to 60. And you don't have to make it all the way back to 10. You just have to get to a point where you're happy with cashing out, and then you can take your money and run. So we won at 60. Now we're at 50 because we go back 1 unit with each win. Alright. Like I said, eventually you're going to get on a roll. So now we're going to 40. And because it's just a matter of time when you have 24 numbers that you're going to win some consecutive ones. And it's finally happening for us. So then we go from 40 to 30. Alright, and we won at 30. Now we're up $150. Now we're at 20. right. Now we're at 10. Now we're up 170. Then we lost there. So again, we lost at 10, so we know the next bet will be 30, but we spent without betting. We hit something that wasn't third 12, so now it's time to go to 30. And you just go to the point where you're happy with your winnings and then cash out. Okay, so we won at 30, and then the next one would be 20. Then we lost again at 20, so we know the next bet will be 40, but not yet because we have to spin and not hit a third 12. And we did that, so now it's 40. Okay, and we won at 40. So then we know the next bet's 30. So it's always 2 up, 1 back, 2 up, 1 back with 24 numbers. And there's another loss. So, all right, then we see that was 30 apiece we lost at. So we know the next bet's going to be 50, just not yet. Okay, so we didn't spin a third 12, so we know it's time to bet 50. And see, now we're getting some bad luck again. That was at 50, so we know the next bet's 70, just not yet. See how that doesn't cost us when you hit multiple third 12s in a row? It doesn't cost us a thing. See that? There's another one. So now you're seeing why this is such a good system. We've had 3 in a row now, and it's not costing us. There's 4 in a row, not costing us. Okay, finally did one that wasn't third 12. But look at all those in a row. That would have really hurt us. Now it's time to bet that $70. And hopefully we can get one that's not third 12. Nope, but we did. So that's why you need a good startup fund for this. But then we lost at 70, so we know the next bet's going to be 90, just not yet. Okay, so now we go to 90. And we lost there. So we know the next bet's going to be 110, just not yet. Okay, and that didn't hurt us. So we spin again. Okay, so now we go to 110. This is a system that really requires patience. As long as you have patience and a good startup fund, you'll get back on track. So we won at 110, so we know the next one's going to be 100. Let's see if we can get some more wins. Another loss, though. So we lost at 100, so we know the next one's going to be 120, but just not yet. Okay, so we didn't spin a third 12, so now we can go with the 120 bet. And I'm glad I kept playing so that you guys can see the good and the bad. But like I said, if you have patience and a good startup fund, you have a really good chance of coming back. So 120, so we know the next bet's 110. And let's see if we can get a few wins in a row here. Okay, there's a win at 110. So the next bet's going to be 100. Oh, there's another loss, though. Let's see how we're doing here first. So we're definitely down again. We lost 100, so we know the next bet's going to be 120. And it seems like we're down a lot, but I'm telling you, we can come back from this, no problem. Spin again without betting. 0 didn't hurt us. 32 didn't hurt us. Okay, now it's time to bet again. Ooh, that did hurt us there, though. Okay, that was at 120, so the next one's going to be 140. And it's got to stay patient. 25 didn't hurt us. There we go. So now we go with the 140. Wow, that's tough. Okay, so the next one will be 160. And we spin without betting. Okay. Time to bet again. And this is why you need that $2,000 startup fund. Okay, there's a win. So win at 160. Now it's 150. And for those of you that are low rollers, you can do the same thing with smaller bets. And we won at 150. Now we're at 140. Like I said, if you do have patience, I know it's been looking really bad this session, but if you do have patience in that startup fund, eventually you'll go on a run. So there's 140. Now we're at 130. There we go. We got 130. Now we're at 120. Uh-oh. There's the loss again. Okay, so we know the next one will be 140. And spin without betting. Okay. So 140. Okay, we won there. Now we go to 130. Okay, we got a win there. 120. Okay, we got a win there. So 110. Oh, there's another loss. All right, let's see where we're at. We lost at 110 each. Still down, so we know the next bet's 130, but we're going to spin without betting. Okay, it's time to bet. Okay, we got that at 130. Now we're at 120. It's a loss, so we know our next bet will be 140. Just not yet. $27 didn't hurt us. $30 didn't hurt us. $33 didn't hurt us. $29 didn't hurt us. Okay, we finally got rid of that streak of third 12s. So it's time to put that 140 bet down now. Let's see if we can get something going here. This has been probably a really, really bad string of luck, but I'm always confident that I can claw my way back. So that's what I'm going to try to do. We're at 130. Okay, now we're at 120. Eventually, you should get more wins than losses when you have 24 numbers. Eventually. But you have to have the startup fund to do it. There we go. We got a win with the 19 on 110. Now we're at 100. Okay, let's see where we're at. See if we climbed out of this hole we're in. Okay, now we're up $120. So the next bet's 90. And then we lost it. So that's why a good modification for this probably would be if you get back up and you're up there where I'm at. We were at 90, so now the next bet would be 110. It's good to start back over at $10 if you get back in profit. So that's something I should have done there, but I did not. The next bet should be 110 though, because we did not do that. And that just saves us, because if we hit a third 12 here, we'd be in trouble again. Luckily, we hit a 3. And now we're back up $50. So, again, it would be very smart once you get back up after you've had a really long, bad run. It'd be good to start back at 10 again. So, this wasn't a great representation of those systems, because I know they can do much better, but I'm also glad that you saw the bad side of these systems and what can happen if you really get a lot of bad numbers. So I hope that hope you learned something by just watching me stay patient and knowing that I had a big enough startup fund to get my money back and end up in the positive. And again, I would probably go back to 10 here. But I hope you like this video. Again, this is a combination of Roulette, Lenny is a Genius, and JS21. So hope you like it. Let me know down in the comments. Also, remember the questions that I asked you earlier about comps. If you have a method of getting lots of comps playing roulette, please share that with me in the messages, and I'll put it on the next video so that everyone can enjoy the benefits that your system gives you with comps. So that would be great. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications, because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 9 a.m. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.